Did what?
Subscribe to Daddy.
What's the playing part?
Uh-oh. Good morning, it's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right, it's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube today. And thanks for watching, too. I appreciate it also, and too, live from the beach today, too. This probably won't be an hour long, like the ones we normally, but I did want to go live at least once here from the beach. So how you guys doing? I see a lot of you in the comment section already. I'm doing this on a phone, obviously not my computer at home, so I can't see all of you that are in here. Thanks for tuning in. Anyway, SEC Media Days this week, so I don't know what's been interesting. What have I missed? I tried to keep up with it the best I could. Lou Jr. says hello. Tell him good morning there.
Good morning.
Yes, he tells you good morning there. You want to tell him good morning, Mrs. Lou?
Good morning.
Yeah, Miss Lou tells you good morning. If there's some particular, oh, Uncle Matthew said good morning too, but he's semi-wanted by the police, so he can't show his face or really his voice even. But he gives you the F and A there. But anyway, if there's some particular reason why you really need to call and argue with me today, you can. The number is the same. I can't put it up on the screen like I normally do. 6817. So if it's something you need to get off your chest, you got a problem with Uncle Lou or Lou Jr. even, you can call, or Uncle Matthew. If you got a problem with Matthew, call and let him know.
Or Mrs. Lou.
Or Mrs. Lou even. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou too.
Yo, Lou, what's good, man?
You tell me, man.
What's going on, man?
You tell me, man. What's up?
How's your vacation going?
Oh, it's going great.
How's vacation been so far?
I can't complain.
Alright, well, media days, the only thing I didn't really watch them, kind of.
You there?
What do you think about that?
Your whole question cut out. You're gonna have to ask me again.
Oh, Kirby Smart said Field was not going to be redshirted this season. You say you didn't watch the media day, so I thought I'd tell you.
Oh yeah. I did read that, and of course I've been saying since we signed him, there's no chance of him redshirting. I think he plays, or I think he'll play in every single game, and not even like fourth quarter blowouts. I think they're going to have certain packages and situations they're going to put him in from game one immediately. So that wasn't a surprise. I don't think very many people were surprised by that, really. I mean, I knew that would be a question that would get asked just because he's one of the best recruits we've got for this year's class. But I don't think anybody was too surprised by that answer.
Yeah, and did you also hear about Aaron Murray and David Pollock? They came out saying stuff like Jeremy Pruitt was like kind of a butthole or something. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, another thing that Uncle Lou has been telling you since Jimmy originally cracked corn. Jeremy Pruitt.
Yeah, I know, Jeremy Pruitt's
he's a hothead. He doesn't like authority. He can't get along with other people. I mean, I've told the story 100 times, and Aaron Murray and David Pollock sort of told this story without giving the details when they said he had an attitude problem with other Georgia coaches, but the guy showed up at Mark Richt's house on a Sunday afternoon and tried to fight him in his front yard. But whatever you think about Mark Richt's coaching ability, no one has ever wanted to physically fight Mark Richt. So if somebody does, they have the problem, not Mark Richt. So does that mean he'll be a terrible coach at Tennessee? Not necessarily, but the odds are not in his favor.
Yeah, I hope Tennessee does terrible this year. I think Tennessee wins. I think it's a miracle they make a bowl game. It's just that schedule is excruciating.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. I mean, they got to play probably 3 top 10 teams, in the first 2 months of the season, Georgia, Alabama, and Auburn. Then, of course, they got Florida at home and South Carolina on the road, which won't be an easy game.
I think, honestly, I think they have to beat West Virginia week 1. I don't think you see it happening, but I think they have to beat them and Florida. Have to.
Yeah,
Have any chance at a bowl game.
I think the Florida game is big because if they start off with an SEC loss, then everyone's going to be talking about that losing streak. I mean, they've currently lost 9 straight SEC games. If they lose the first one against Florida, you know, everybody's going to be talking about that, and the pressure's just going to start to build week after week after week. And the 3 games after Florida, they have no chance of winning. Georgia, Auburn, and Alabama, they're not winning any of those. The Florida and the South Carolina game, I would give them a little bit of a chance, and then a couple of games at the back end of their schedule, they might have a little bit of a chance. But and the West Virginia game, I think, is pretty big too. I don't think they'll win that game. I don't think they have the offense to keep up with West Virginia. So I think it's going to be a rough couple of months for the Vols.
Yeah, that'll be pretty bad. And what else was I gonna ask? Oh yeah,
It's Monday noon. It's Monday.
My granddaughter came to
It's Monday noon.
Huh?
oh yeah, all right. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
I know her for fun. My mom.
Good morning, y'all, with Uncle Lou, too.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Big 10 Pete checking in.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I hope you're enjoying your time down there in Florida. Did Daddy back get the fireworks down there?
Fireworks, you said?
Yeah, fireworks. Natty Back Steve.
Oh, I haven't seen Natty Back Steve, but almost every night we've been here, there's been people shooting fireworks off on the beach. I mean, it may have been Steve, but I'm on the coast, and Steve tends to hang out up in the Gainesville area.
Yeah, well, I figured that. Steve is more of an inland guy. I
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say, I heard the earlier caller. I just got on the stream, so I heard the tail end of it, where he was talking about the Aaron Murray comment. And what I wanted to talk to you about was not necessarily about the Aaron Murray comments themselves. It was more about the Paul Feinbaum reaction to it. And the way I feel about the Paul Feinbaum reaction to the Aaron Murray comment is it's about the horse crap. Yeah, what Paul Feinbaum has to say about Aaron Murray, to me, is completely irrelevant. And I just want to see how you feel about that.
Well, I don't know what did he say about Aaron Murray?
He said that who cares what Aaron Murray thinks? What is Aaron Murray doing in his life right now? And
the same thing Paul's doing.
Is basically what Paul Feinbaum said.
I mean, Aaron Murray is doing the same thing with his life that Paul Feinbaum is doing. He's a college football TV personality. You know, so, but listen, Paul, you know, everybody knows he's an Alabama homer, but Paul went to Tennessee. He does have a soft spot in his heart for Tennessee. Regardless of how he acts on his show, he would be happy as hell if Tennessee got back to being relevant again. It would give him something else to claim since he went there. Unfortunately for Paul, that's not likely to happen anytime soon. So as far as his opinions on Aaron Murray, the winningest quarterback in SEC history, I really could care less.
Yeah, well, I completely agree with you. And the other thing I wanted to ask you is because, I'm not to plug my channel, but I did a video on Ed Orgeron, because Ed Orgeron's appearance at SEC Media Days was absolutely epic. I could do 3 weeks of content on that interview alone. Basically, what Ed Orgeron said at that conference was like the water boy. We can play defense. We're gonna have a pro-style offense. We're gonna have a sprint offense. We're gonna throw the ball and we're gonna run the ball, which basically means absolutely nothing. And I think that Ed Orgeron will go down in history as the biggest bust in the history of all of major college football programs.
Wow.
For our life. And I don't know how you feel about that, or if you saw Ed Orgeron's interview at SEC Media Days.
No, I did not see his interview. Now, I'm no fan of Ed Orgeron. I think it's kind of a stretch to say he may go down as the biggest bust ever. I mean, there's a couple of coaches in the last few years. I mean, Butch Jones, pretty bad. I mean, the last 3 Tennessee coaches, pretty bad. I mean, but, you know, talent. Tennessee is, I mean, LSU's had more talent to work with than Tennessee, though. But, I mean, I'm not a believer in Ed Orgeron. That guy's in way over his head.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to win this year? So what's your prediction, your bold prediction for how many games you think LSU is going to win this year?
I haven't done their preview video yet, so this is just going to be off the top of my head, and this may change by a game or two, one direction or the other, when I actually do the preview, but I would put them somewhere around 7 wins this year.
We'll have it from there. But, all right, man. I'll let some other callers get on here. I appreciate your time. Have fun in Florida, and don't burn yourself with some fireworks, man.
All right. Have a good morning, too. Yep, Clemson fan there. Other than that, he's a good guy, though. Let's see who's up next here. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou, too.
From Columbus. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I couldn't be doing any better.
Well, I don't know if you saw Sean Elliott. I don't know if you know who he is, but he was a safety for Texas last year, led the Big 12 in picks.
Who?
Got drafted in like the 6th round.
Who?
Sean Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see his tweets? Like, I think it was earlier this morning.
No, I did not.
Well, he went on a rant saying Tom Herman was like a fraud of a coach, you know, saying he doesn't care for his players and a bunch of that stuff. And then Connor Williams, their tackler, just left for the draft, responded basically saying he agrees with it. I think Deontay and Robert's dad, he had 2 kids who played for Texas. He basically quoted the tweet and said, yeah, he's a fraud of a coach. Now, there were mixed reactions on the board that I commented from. But I don't know what to think of that. Texas has had a losing culture for the last decade, so, you know, they probably have way too many soft players, but at the same time, I don't know. There is a rumor that he entered the draft against the coach's advice and then blame them for falling to the 6th round, but I don't know if that's true at all.
I didn't catch all of what you said. I heard you mention something about Texas having a losing culture. I don't think that's going to be lasting much longer. I'm a believer in Tom Herman. I already did my Texas preview, and how many games did I have them winning? 9 or 10? So, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's too big of a stretch, really. I mean, obviously Oklahoma's going to be favored to win the Big 12 again. But I mean, Oklahoma State's losing Mason Rudolph. I know West Virginia has Will Greer, but West Virginia's defense is nowhere near even what Oklahoma's is. I don't really think I don't think West Virginia has much of a realistic shot in the Big 12. I know it's a lot of people's like under the radar pick or whatever. I just feel like their defense is going to let them down too much. So you start looking somewhere other than Oklahoma in the Big 12 this year, and I feel like Texas is a solid pick. They're obviously not going to be favored to win the Big 12, and I don't think they should. Oklahoma obviously should, but I think Texas is heading in the right direction. They had an elite defense last year, giving up 23, 24 points a game in the Big 12 is unbelievable. And Tom Herman is an offensive guru. I mean, that's what he's known for. So if they can keep the defense anywhere near the level of what it was last year and improve the offense 7 to 10 points a game, then Texas is going to be a dangerous team.
Yeah, no, I'm a believer in Tom Herman as well. When he was here at Ohio State, he made J.T. Barrett look good. I don't know how, but again,
that is hard to do.
Yeah, but as a freshman.
Yeah.
You know, but again, I agree he's going to turn around the culture, but there've been he's he's not making a lot of friends down there. It seems like there's been a couple tweets from former players calling him out.
I haven't seen any of those, but a lot of that goes on this time of year. So, you know, you got all these media days going on. Everybody is shoving a microphone in anyone's face who's in any way affiliated or used to be affiliated with any type of school. I mean, the whole Aaron Murray and David Pollock thing with Jeremy Pruitt. So, I mean, a lot of this kind of stuff goes on this time of year. People are desperate for any sort of college football news at this point. I mean, it's been really since April since anybody's had anything real to talk about with college football, since all the spring or things that pop up. So, I mean, I try not to put too much stock in some of this stuff that's said, other than the fact that it gives us something to get on here and talk about. But I don't know. Until the season starts, a lot of this stuff that's being said right now really just doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was another rumor floating around, which I knew couldn't have been true, that Paul Feinbaum, you know, his contract was expiring, and, you know, that was a big story going into SEC media days until, you know, it got worked out and he was stand. But the Big Ten Network actually made a real push to try and get him.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that would have worked out because, one, before you even talk about Paul Feinbaum himself, fans have been screaming for a college show for years, for the Big Ten Network, but that wouldn't work because the Big Ten Network is so much different than the SEC Network. It's all bumped up and formal, and they wouldn't have the onions to do that. Like, last year, they were trying to push J.T. Barrett as the greatest quarterback in conference history, and half the Ohio State fan base wanted that guy benched. So imagine what it would be like having fans calling and trying to call for him to be benched. It wouldn't work. And then, you know, I'm off himself. Would be on the Big Ten Network. We still, you know, ride with Bama. I don't know, we become a Big Ten homer. That just wouldn't work. That was never going to happen. I mean, Paul's contract was up with the SEC Network, and I don't doubt that the Big Ten had some interest in him. That was used as a negotiating tactic against the SEC Network. Paul was never really leaving the SEC network. I mean, he launched the SEC Network. The SEC Network wouldn't be where it is right now without Paul Feinbaum. Whether you love Paul Feinbaum or hate him, he's been there since the beginning. He's an SEC guy. I don't think there was ever any real chance that he was going to the Big Ten Network. I think that was all just a negotiating tactic on Paul's part. Of course, they've resolved all that now. He's signed again with ESPN and the SEC Network, so all that's behind us now. But it was a little interesting there for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It was never going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, another thing. One last thing. LSU, you haven't done your review on them yet. Again, I'm not a believer in Ed Orgeron. I think he's the first coach fired because, you know, he's going to play Miami week 1, and then, you know, he's got, you know, Alabama, Georgia pretty early. I mean, that's 3 losses.
Yeah.
I think he's fired quickly, but the one hope they do have is Joe Burrow. Now, he went neck and neck with Haskins for the job in Ohio State. He's a really good player. But, you know, the problem is guys got no one to throw to. They're only good offensive player lost in the draft. And I was disappointed to see Joey go to LSU. I thought I want to see him succeed. I think he could have done better.
Well, he'll get a shot at LSU, I'm pretty sure. They've been hurting at the quarterback position for a while, and I think the last good quarterback they had was probably Jamarcus Russell. Zach Mettenberger was okay, the guy that they got him from. We had to kick him off the team at Georgia for an incident in a bar, but not that he was a bad guy. A lot of stuff happens to college kids. I'm not knocking him or anything, but anyway, that's how LSU got him. He was okay. I think he bounced around the NFL as a backup or a practice squad guy for a little bit, so not elite. But LSU, like Florida, struggled at the quarterback position. So, I mean, I don't have any doubt at all that this guy from Ohio State can come in and win the job at LSU. I do doubt that it's going to make that big of a difference for LSU's offense. I mean, the last few years they've relied heavily on NFL running backs. I'm not saying they don't have any NFL running backs right now, but if they do have them, we don't know about them. It's not like it's been the last couple of years where you knew you had a stud coming back at LSU. LSU doesn't have a single player on their team that's ever scored a rushing touchdown in college. So they're going to have to break somebody new in. So we'll see. It may be on the shoulders of that quarterback for the first couple of games while they try to figure out the running back situation. But overall, though, I'm just not a believer in Ed Orgeron, even if they get a running back in place and the QB situation works itself out. I don't trust Orgeron to be able to win enough games over there to really do anything meaningful. I expect LSU to be pretty much out of the hunt for the SEC West by the end of October.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt a thing you just said. Again, I want to see Joe do well. You know, I thought he easily could have won the job here. You know, it was a neck-and-neck race, but we'll see how it ends up. Again, that's all I got for you. Thanks for talking, man.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in, and I hope you stay in touch throughout the season because we need some Big Ten guys here on the channel. So I appreciate the call, sir. All right, let's see who's up next here. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou, too.
Uncle Lou, guess who it is? The ultimate troll here.
Good morning, sir.
Now, I want to talk about a few things, but first, listen to the ultimate troll. Listen to the ultimate troll.
Yep, this should be good.
You did not make me irrelevant. I am still here and I am in full force. Wait till school season starts, because that's when I can start calling in more, and I will be trolling you more than I did last year, and I called every show last year. So just wait. It hasn't even started yet.
Well,
this is my summer, and unlike you, I'm a very busy and important person, and I have things to do, and I just haven't had time to call in very much.
Right.
But
Well,
I'm calling in this one time because I have something very special that just made me so mad the other day.
and what's that?
I was on my Instagram with my 1,500 followers or whatever, and I was talking to this Ohio State fan. Well, he put something after I posted something about the SEC being greater than the Big Ten, and then he came in there and he said, the SEC, this Ohio State fan, by the way, the SEC is only good because they've had Alabama. You take away Bama and they're nothing. Well, that's not true, and I think I've heard this from you before. If you take away Bama, we still have, what, 3-4 natties? Auburn, LSU, Florida, and somebody else, I don't remember. But that's more than any other conference, so there that goes. Next, he said Auburn is garbage, and he came up with a stupid point saying Ohio State should have been in the playoffs over Alabama, and I pointed out Alabama did lose to Iowa by 31. And then he said, like, but Alabama didn't even win their division, and then I flipped that around, because remember 2016, they got in under the same circumstances, and it just made me so mad, Lou. Big Ten fan.
So, I made you so irrelevant that you've been relegated to arguing with folks on Instagram? Man, God bless you, man. You know what, man? I might let you start. I might let you start entertaining us again on YouTube, man, because I truly feel bad for you now. Are you telling me that I pushed you so far down the list of things that matter, you actually had to resort to Instagram to argue your college football? Is that what you're telling me, sir?
Listen to me. You didn't listen to the ultimate troll. You did not push me down anywhere. I am still here. Remember, it is summertime for me. I'm out of school. I'm underage. And I can do whatever I want during the summer. You didn't push me anywhere. Arguing with people on Instagram is my job. I argue with everyone, everywhere about college football, because that is what I do. I am the ultimate troll, and I will troll any fan base. I did that before I even started watching your channel. So no, you didn't push me down anywhere, Uncle Luke. If anything, I'm pushing you down. Your ratings are going down because I'm not here every week.
You might be one of the only people I've ever seen troll themselves, sir. So congratulations for that. That's quite an accomplishment. Not easy to do. In fact, the majority of people probably would never even be able to figure out how to do that. You, on the other hand, have mastered it. You troll yourself constantly here on the Uncle Lou Show. And yes, you are only here by the graces and mercy of Uncle Lou. I mean, that's just what it is, sir. You've been blocked so many times. It's not even funny. But you know, instead of giving 10% of my money, to church, I allow you to participate on this channel. That's my ticket to heaven. That's my good deed. You know how in middle school they'll let the retard score a basket at the end of the game or whatever? You're my retard, and I'm letting you score baskets at the end of games.
Look, listen, your rating, I've watched. You're getting like 30 views per live show now. When I'm there during the year, earlier part of the year, especially in the spring, you're getting a couple thousand every week. Go back and check. People loved me, Uncle Lou. What happened to Ryan Stanfield? What happened to Mark Fox? They're all gone. Where did they go, Uncle Lou?
They probably got blocked. I don't know where they went.
They didn't. No, they didn't. Mark Fox made all of these people. Paul Warren, all of these people. They left.
Blocked. Blocked.
It's not interesting. You did not block Paul Warren.
Yeah.
He was a 5-star caller.
Yeah. Football season is 6 weeks away. I'm really hurt. I'm really going to be hurting for views. So maybe I should unblock all those people.
You should. I agree. At least Mark Fox. Mark Fox was there too. But anyway, back to what I was saying. When football season starts and Auburn starts getting on their way to a 15-0 season, which is gonna happen. No,
it's not. It's not gonna happen. I've already done the Washington preview, sir. What's your thoughts on that, sir? I've already done the Washington preview.
Okay, the only loss Auburn is gonna have is against Texas A&M. That's our only loss.
What, sir? Sir, have you not seen my Washington preview? What are your thoughts, sir?
My thoughts on your Washington preview, you said it. It's a toss-up. You could have gone either way. I watched that video. So, I mean, it's going to be a close game. Any chance
you can change that around and play them in the state of Alabama? Because unless you're playing in the state of Alabama, the chances of you winning that game are slim to none.
You do know we won all road games last year, right?
Not very many because you lost 4. You had, what, 6 home games? Huh? You lost 4.
We won 3 road games.
You lost 4.
And the 4 road games we lost were not easy road games.
Do you think Washington's easy?
Washington's not an easy road game. But
okay. Well, then that's why you're going to lose. I mean, that's the point. You're not playing Ole Miss on the road here, sir. I mean, you know, this isn't.
How great our front 7 is going to be?
Yes, I do. It's going to be elite. But you got problems in the back end. You have 0 proven running backs. You got problems on your offensive line, and Jarrett Stidbaloney, as good as he is, he's terrible under pressure. If you don't believe me, watch the SEC championship game and watch the Clemson game. All you got to do is put pressure on Jarrett Stidbaloney, and the guy crumbles like stale bread, sir. He crumbles like an old crouton. You got no proven running backs. What running backs do you have on your team that have ever scored a touchdown in a game?
Cam Martin.
This dude said Cam Martin.
Lou, you want to hear a fact before you keep laughing and sound like more of an idiot?
Yeah.
To hear a good fact?
I can't wait, man.
Cam Martin ran for 568 yards last year on about 170 carries. So.
Well, then why couldn't you beat Georgia or UCF?
Because we didn't play him, you idiot.
Who'd you play?
We played KJ, and we played Devin Barrett. That's
What?
the two running backs we used most.
Well, why? Why didn't you play Cam Martin? He's so good.
Because Cam Martin was also injured. If you were paying attention, everybody makes fun of us for that Georgia line.
Injured. Running back, injured. Running back, injured. Running back, injured. Kerryon Johnson, injured. Can't win a game. What was the guy before that? Cam Petaway, injured. Can't get a first down against Georgia. That was embarrassing, man. You had one injured running back 2 years ago, couldn't get a first down against Georgia. One injured running back last year against Georgia, you get blown out. Not even an injured running back against Central Florida, and you got beat by a one-handed man in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You've lost 2 in a row in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's about to be 3 in a row, sir. You're not beating Georgia or Alabama on the road. Just not happening. Your coach is still Gus Malzahn, so you're just not beating them. It's that simple. Find a way to deal with it, buddy. I mean, that's all there is to it. You're not beating them.
It wasn't just a running back that was injured in those games.
Who else?
We had Dontavius Russell out.
Man, come on. You're naming people nobody's ever heard of. Nobody's ever heard of these people.
I'm gonna name 4 parts of our front.
Can I say hi?
Gone. This elite front seven, you
What's up, dude?
gone.
And see how he tells you good morning there. Huh? Man, even this kid out here doesn't even know who you are, and you're even getting on his nerves.
Yeah.
These people out here don't even know who you are. You got complete strangers out here laughing at you, son. You got, how old are you?
I'm 9.
This 9-year-old girl is laughing at you.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Look at these people laughing at you.
What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's up?
Hey, people.
They're laughing at you, man.
No, you're all animals.
Huh? E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. Come on, Barner.
Are you watching?
I'm the ultimate troll. You're about to meet me. I'm the ultimate troll. I'm the reason Lou is popular.
Is that the
If you don't
Jordan?
believe me, watch some of his older videos.
All right, I'll give you 15 more seconds, man. I don't know why I wasted 10 minutes on you. Go, 15 seconds, go.
15
What team does he like?
Auburn.
Auburn sucks. They're trash.
Our offensive line is great. Hey,
They play like a Oompa Loompa off of.
Can you play football? Can you catch football? No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I'm better than you.
Why is the ultimate troll getting trolled by 10-year-old strangers? Huh?
Yeah, why?
You ran him off. He hung up. He couldn't handle it anymore. Y'all humiliated him.
Yeah.
Not hard to do. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou, too.
It's at
Hey,
nighttime,
what's going on, Uncle Lou? It's your favorite Ole Miss fan, Stick Pig.
What's up, Stick Pig? What's going on today?
Well, first of all, I gotta say the offensive ball kind of a full retard right there. I don't know what he's talking about, anyway.
No doubt. Double fried potato.
Ole Miss this year, yeah. Anyway, talking about the SEC Media Days, well, first of all, like everyone else was saying who called in, Ed Orgeron is just a complete nutcase.
That seems to be the general opinion of most people.
Yeah, you know, the whole thing was saying, oh, we're gonna switch to a spread offense. We're gonna score so many points per game. You know, we're gonna play good defense. Well, I just tagged LSU's record for 7-5 down to 6-6. We are beating them this year. Ole Miss will beat LSU this year. Ed Orgeron's crazy.
I could see Ole Miss beating. This guy's an Ole Miss fan. He's all right though, even though Ole Miss is trash, but he's okay. He's a good guy. He's not like the last guy. I'm at the pool and these kids are infatuated with what's going on here, but so they gave Ultimate Troll a piece of their mind. But I agree. I think I haven't done an Ole Miss or an LSU preview yet. I'm doing all the SEC teams, so I will get to them. But unless I see something when I'm researching for that video that I'm unaware of right now, I'm probably going to pick Ole Miss to win that game. I'm not high on LSU this year, which is weird. Well, I don't want, almost ruined. Never mind. Let me stop. I almost ruined something there. I'm all kinds of confused because I recorded a bunch of videos last week, but not all of them have posted yet, and almost gave away some vital information. in regards to tomorrow's preview video, which, by the way, I highly suggest that all of you watch tomorrow's preview video, which I think is scheduled. It's already uploaded. I think it's scheduled to go public at 11:30 or 12. I highly suggest everyone watch it.
What's your channel?
Uncle Lou.
I'm gonna subscribe to you.
That's a good idea.
I'll give you 20 more subscribers. I'll get you like 150.
I just walked in
I
there.
have 120.
Because I've had LSU fans trying to tell me that they have, well, they think Joe Burrow's a 4,000-yard passer. They think they have a 1,500-yard rusher, and they have the #1 wide receiver core in the country. They're telling me, an Ole Miss fan, that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's no secret, and I think it might have been the Vanderbilt video I talked about this in, or the Texas A&M video. It was one of the videos from this week. But I was way too low on Ole Miss last year. I overestimated the impact that the sanctions would have on the team. It wasn't that I thought Ole Miss, talent-wise, was a 4 or 5 win team last year. I just thought that for motivation reasons, they would only win 4 or 5 games. I was wrong. So when I'm doing these previews this year, I'm trying not to make that same mistake again, because it's easy for people that aren't Ole Miss fans to just kind of discount Ole Miss because they're not eligible for postseason and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But they've got, I mean, y'all have some talent there. Like, I mean, you got the best wide receiver probably in the SEC, if not the best top 2. He's one of the top 2 or 3 for sure. I mean, you got plenty of talent there. You there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're breaking up. I'm going to let you go and try to get one more call in. One more call. Whoever can get through, 706-510. What is it? 17, I believe is the number. Yeah, so. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou, too.
Morning, Uncle Lou. How are you?
Jared, you mad at me, man?
Not quite.
Listen, man. I did the best I could. I did the best. I really looked for 6 wins, man. I just don't see it for Vanderbilt.
I mean, I can see that, but that's not why I called in. We'll talk about that, because I have something else that's pissing me off.
Uh-oh, what is it? Let Uncle Lou know.
Goddamn Kentucky fans.
Hey, man, we got kids listening.
I listen to it all the time.
Well, all right. What have the Kentucky neckbeards done now?
Okay, so on Facebook, I got into a conversation with one of them. Someone posted like, what is Kentucky's wins going to be this year? And I said 3. And this guy's saying that their transfer from Oregon, who was a backup at Oregon, 11 or more SEC teams would take them as their starter.
What?
I literally said, I'm done talking to you. Yeah, this fucking nobody.
They're from Oregon? There's nobody on Oregon that would start on any 11 SEC teams, period.
One day he was like, oh, he's so good. We're going to win 9 games this year. Oh,
Kentucky?
I sound like South Carolina fans. Yeah, we're going to win
No.
9 games this year.
Kentucky's in for a rude awakening this year, too. I mean, Benny Snell is good. What's up?
Did you?
I mean, Benny Snell is good. Running back, but this is something else I mentioned in the didn't I have you beating them? No. Had y'all beat Arkansas? You could. Kentucky's a hard one to pick between y'all and Vandy. I mean, Kentucky's going to have the better run game with Benny Snell. Y'all are going to have the better passing game with Kyle Shermer. Could come down to defense. Thing is, Jared, when I started doing that Vandy preview and I was looking up some stuff on Vanderbilt, y'all's defense was I mean, y'all didn't have one. What happened? I don't know. Derek Mason's supposed to be a defensive coach, man. What happened? Smart move on y'all's part, taking the defensive play calling away from him and hiring somebody else to do it. Maybe that'll free him up to do some other stuff. I don't know. But y'all were #1 in the nation in scoring defense and total defense after week 3 last year. And then you gave up like 40 points or more in almost every single other game you played. I don't know what happened there. And on top of that, you had your best running back. No, but anyway, on top of that, you had the best running back in school history. Ralph Webb was a senior. How did y'all have like 800 yards less rushing last year than you had the year before? So it just looks to me like y'all are heading in the wrong direction, man. I don't know, but if you can get by Kentucky and then one more miracle, that would get you to 6 wins. It wouldn't shock me if you got to 5. I know I picked you to go 4-8. It wouldn't shock me if you got to 5. I don't see you winning 2 games to get to 6, but you know, who knows. But Kentucky fan ain't got no right to talk, and they're going to be terrible this year too. I mean, they're not going bowling either.
Okay, well, how you said that, like, how the defense fell off and how, like, our offense started chucking away and all the turnovers. He talked about that in press conference because he was, I think it was his SEC media day.
Right.
He had a press conference and he talked about it. And I personally, the reason why the run game fell off was because we were breaking in an entire new offensive line. That was more catered around pass blocking because Sherman was only sacked 17 times. So I think they were more pass blocking rather than run blocking.
Yeah, maybe not a good idea. Maybe not a good idea when you had your best running back in school history as a senior to do that. But anyway, look, Jared, I gotta go.
I mean, when you're trailing,
yeah.
I mean, if you're trailing 35-0, you're kind of forced to throw the ball.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But that doesn't answer the defensive. I don't understand. You fell off the cliff there too. But anyway, look, I gotta go though. Yeah, but I do have to go though. Sorry, this was a short show today, but I do have to go. But thanks for the call, buddy. Yeah, I got to end it. I'm wrapping up here. Then and turned all the lights off on me out here at the pool. So anyway, I didn't want to spend all week down here without going live at least once. So sorry for the bad quality. Like I said, this is done on a cell phone, so I don't have the same computer setup and all that I have at home when I do this show. So sorry about that, but at least I get to talk with you guys, interact with you guys in the comment section today. But I can't even see the comments on this when I do it on this cell phone. And thanks to everybody that called in. And I'll see you guys real soon. Do not miss tomorrow's video. It'll be posted around 11:30 or 12. I promise it's one of the ones you've been waiting on.